Okay, I have my timers going in here. That was cut off because of timers. This will now be a 2 segment video. I'm irritated by that, but that's okay. It gives me more time to discuss the matters at hand. We'll start fresh. We're ticking now to about 7 seconds. I'm starting, I'll title it numero uno and numero dos video so it's clear to read. Okay, continuing on. I do not remember where I was. No, the timers is fluid here. This is an active terrorist cell. I cannot talk about it. The timers are essential that I have them. Let's just continue. So the information that I put up before, I will put up again tonight. At any minute, at any day, any point in time, soon. Okay, pronto, soon. Your country, United States, whoever's here, the good people, 48% that I want to see do good things in life and live good lives and smile. Okay, that's all I'm out to do. I'm like your neighbor. I'm like your neighbor for 7 years that listened to rap music that I don't anymore because the rap turned for Islamist. I don't play the rap music in my house because the rappers turned into Islamist terrorists, which everyone's starting to realize. But I still play the heavy metal, unlike your neighbor that played rap and heavy metal, and you just tolerated me, and I was nice, and you did listen to what I said because I was a nice neighbor. You listened to me. I'm still that neighbor, okay? Just listen to what I have to tell you, okay? All right. Now the neighbor doesn't play rap, and everyone understands why now. The American rap, they're too dangerous. They signed up with Saudi Arabian Al Qaeda terrorists to smuggle every fucking one of them to smuggle drugs. They turned on their own people in the United States. Yes. Yes. So I stopped listening to rap, right? But you still recognize me as always playing the heavy metal. The heavy metal always had the neo-Nazi supremacist. It was what heavy metal band you listened to. I'm sure it's the same with rap, but it's wickedly out of control with the rap hip hop industry. They took over every record label, every single production, anywhere you want to record the music, play the music. It's completely infested with organized crime, which is the Colombian and the Mexican drug cartels, along with the Saudi Arabian Al Qaeda, Sharia law, fucking Muslim terrorist. Your neighborhood rappers in the US are allegiant to them, and it did not work out for these folks. These slut prostitute singers like Rihanna, who did chain gangs, 3, 4 of these guys with the big mustaches that look like Saddam Hussein. She did that to get into the Saudi Arabian gang, is exactly what she did. It's all documented in high-level intelligence. She's been a mucho problemo. She thinks she's taking over the world. Hardly, but they're on a lot of dope. So they believe they are. Okay, go ahead, keep believing. The point is, it didn't work out for these rock stars, these rappers. Now with the heavy metal, the Pantera, the Metallica, this is just general. You go to these shows, there's always going to be this group at the rock show. About, maybe let's say there's 100 people. There's going to be about 20 of them, and they're always together, and they're always like in a certain part of the stage where people are watching and they're the fucking Nazis, the white supremacists. And they'll beat you up. Yeah, you don't go fight them. You stay away from them, and you're not happy when they show up to the Pantera concert. Generally, they don't go to see Pantera, but they will sometimes show up at Metallica. Do you comprendo? Okay, or whatever. I'm trying to speak Spanish. Okay, great. So it's still me. I'm still your same neighbor. That's why I play the heavy metal, because the heavy metal, they stuck to their the heavy metal stuck to their values. They said, no, we've been dealing with neo-Nazis forever in our crowd, in our scene. We're not going to sell out to them like the fucking rappers did. And not a lot of thrash metal chicks want to do 3 and 4 guys with mustaches like Saddam Hussein. You'll find that with your rapper sluts, and they need to recognize the problemos in their rapper community. I would think so. Because those kind of hooker whores brought your ass down. Yeah, we have our biker slut nightmare women. Look at this prostitute, the blonde one that went to court with Trump. He got tried. She's the porno star. She's your classic biker property. She's pimped by bikers. She's at the Metallica show. She's in the corner with all those fucking neo-Nazis. She thinks she's big and bad because her neo-Nazis she just porno with will beat you up if you mess with them. So yes, these neo-Nazis and these Sharia law motherfucker slut whores decided they thought they were taking over the world. No, they're very, very, very confused. I don't care what their little thoughts are tonight. What I'm supposed to tell the public is it's still me. I'm still your same neighbor that's playing the heavy metal that you've learned after all these years to just listen to me. And that is what I'm doing. Any day now, our United States is going to get hit with military strikes, okay? Your United Nations, areas in New York have to stop. And they never did. Your police and fire in Washington, D.C., who are outright clear and vividly in sedition, in active conflict, in terrorism with the good guys in the U.S. military have to stop. And it's not me that's doing it. I'm forbidden from even going on the internet. I'm not the good guys. I'm not trained 20 years to stop these scumbags in my country. The Saudi Arabian Al-Qaeda terrorist in the government of Saudi Arabia and Vladimir Putin are desperately holding on to our people in power. That's Kamala Harris, that's Biden, that's Donald, that's all these disgusting senators, Schumer, and all these people in organized crime, holding on desperately in their last days before they're struck with missiles here. Okay, so your news is not going to report that. Your news is just going to see these weird articles about how DHS is always on the hunt for domestic terrorists. You're going to see these weird articles, except for today's date, October 16th, of Iran is after Donald. No. Donald is best friends with Saudi Arabia and Iran, and so is Kamala Harris, and so is Biden. These three are all the same. Okay, there's no difference, one iota between these three. They all work for the same foreign evil enemies. The reason why you're not seeing anything that is on your news like you used to, just articles they were producing, is because the articles that this conspiracy-ridden U.S. press is producing wasn't working for Putin and wasn't working for Saudi Arabia. So they cut all information off. They were putting out a whole bunch of crackhead articles about how Ukraine was bombing deep in Russia. That wasn't Ukraine. That was the good guys, the Allied forces. So that media frenzy, that media campaign of warfare did not work for them. So then they cut all the information off, which everyone's noticed. There's nothing you can read except your disgusting American women that don't want to wear clothes. I mean, they're just falling off the fucking apple cart. Excuse my language, it's embarrassing. And your weird articles about Iran and this and that. So what's going on, okay, is at any point in time, our country's going to get hit with justifiable due cost in defense of our sovereign territory, missile strikes. I don't want the 48% to panic, but you're in the same country that I'm in with you. And we've got a big problem with the rest of our population, don't we? Yeah. So, no, I'm not a military general leading this war. Do not worry, they know how to handle it. Okay? So, all my lovely neighbors in Washington, D.C., all right, that are engaged in obvious, vivid, clear as day, jaw dropping domestic terrorism, that I see you folks out there. All you people in DC, I'm a witness to what you've done. I'm not your problem anymore, DC, but you're too retarded to realize that. That's something I know about you all too. You're zoned out on fentanyl here. Okay, so I want the public to know that I am still going to be your neighbor. Your neighbor that you don't always like, maybe not, but to listen to me. Okay, our government, our good guys and gals, and myself in the United States are not going to leave anybody, elderly, children, women, and civilian men, in rubble, exodus, living in tents, campfires, and peanut butter sandwiches. No, no, okay, no. Yeah, when missile strikes occur, there is smoke, there is fire, there is cold nights, there is fear. Yeah. There are people that get out of their area. Yeah. But you're not going to be living with sewage, all of this crap you're reading about Palestine. Palestine needs to be completely annihilated. All right. And you're not going to hear it from me. You're going to hear it from military professionals, and they're going to tell you why. And it's a lot that has to do with this ISIS terrorist compound that we are in, me and the good guys. And nobody's going to wonder why. What happened to the United States? What happened to Iran? What happened to these certain countries in the Middle East? Why it happened. No one's going to wonder, okay? So I'm just letting you know, until that point, which we're not quite at, but we're getting closer, I'm telling you, any day, your country, United States, is going to receive serious, serious strikes. No more mayors participating in sedition, participating in terrorism. No more mayors like that. No more mayors working with terrorist police forces. No more. You have to stop. You will be stopped. All right? Those are my words. You can go ahead and put those in big, bold headlines. All right? And there's just no more of it. All right? And so for the 48%, I hope you hear this. This is Heidi Granger, your lovely mayor. I'll put up a heavy metal song for you. You know it's me. I'm still alive in here. Okay? Okay. And I'm going to go. I really can't say anymore. All right. Bye.